Good evening, good evening, good evening. How is everybody doing this evening? Just want to say welcome to another Monday Conversations with a Masterful Raconteur. Florida's own here. I I want to talk about something that we all guilty of saying, stating, responding to however it is that we do it. That word they. Who is they? Can somebody please tell me who they is? Do you know who they is? Do you know who they is? Or do you know who they is? That's what I want to know today. Who is they? Before we jump into who is they, I just absolutely must shout out my new song, Angel Rain. It is being well received. People really like it. uh People on this side of the track likes it, and people on that side of the track likes it, and that makes me feel pretty proud. If you want to um listen to Angel Rain, watch the video, absorb the loveliness of the song and how it speaks to your heart, go to bbingen.com, bbingn.com, or just Google Angel Rain by Barry S. McLeod. Anyway, who is they? Who are they? What they is? All of us, at least all the people I've ever known and talked to, use that phrase. Well, they said this right here. Uh, they told me, well, they gonna do this here and they gonna do that there, and they. They is quite a word. When we're talking about they, who are we talking to? Are we talking about ourselves? Are we talking about somebody in our family? Are we talking about somebody at our job? Are we talking about the person who lives across the street? Because we use that word they in probably every scenario. You know, a lot of times when we see people on television, you say, well, they said this, they said that. Well, who said it? Who said it? Well, they said this about you, Barry. They who? And people tend to be so quick to tell you or say to you that they said something about you, but they never want to tell you who they is. When you ask them, say, well, who is they? A lot of them, they say something along the lines of, well, I was just trying to let you know. I mean, don't trip on me. I was just trying to tell you, you thought you might want to know. Okay, they. That's what they said. Okay. I was listening to that song by Kendrick Lamar, and I really like the music to that song. I'm of a different generation, so I don't lock into the lyrics right away, and I still um, have to take the time to listen to the lyrics of that song. They not like us. I heard some things, but I just really like the music. Dun dun dun, the little simple dun dun dun. Man, that's just, I'm a musician, and I just like that. But when I thought about it, I say they not like us. Now, when I ask people around me, black people, what do you think what do you think they not like us mean? It's very easy for us to put color on it. In other words, they as in people who are not the same race or as you, as black people. So is that what he's talking about? They not like us. They. We say they all the time. They could be anybody. They could be foreigners. They could be uh, short people, tall people, obese people. They who? Who is they? I think we got to be a little bit more mindful about how we use that word they, because many of us, we actually use that word they as a cover up for something, whether it's something that we're not willing to openly admit to, or something that maybe we're trying to protect somebody else in some kind of way from. I'm not sure, but they. Well, Barry, when they listen to your live, some of them they gonna say this and say that. Oh, okay. Well, who are they? Nobody seems to want to answer that question, who they is. And I just been thinking about that off and on all day. They. Well, they say so and so did this right here. Well, they say this is here, this is going down, and that's going down. Barry. This. Be careful because they gonna do this or they gonna do that. They who? How many of y'all guilty of it? Most of us do it without thinking about it, and many times we do it not meaning any harm. But are we really thinking about what we're really saying when we talk about they? Because when somebody else is talking about they, and if it happens to be something that doesn't agree with you, you don't want to be they. I know that this probably seems corny to somebody, but this is actually not corny. This is actually a little more deeper, quite a lot deeper. They, because we offend people sometimes when we're talking to people and we say, well, they this and him, but then we don't want to expose who they is. And many times when we do that, the person that you're saying that to, they tend to think that you are they, which would mean that they're seeing you as being phony. They're seeing you as being disingenuous. They're seeing you as being somebody that maybe they cannot trust. So, a simple little word, they, They, 4 letters, they. Who is they? Who are they talking to? Who do you mean? What are you referencing? What are you trying to tell me? How important is it for me to really know? Because if you're taking the time to tell me what they said, but you can't tell me who they is, maybe you are they, or maybe you are an extension of they. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Now, we use the word a lot of times when we're joking around. Well, they say them shoes you got on, or they say this. Sometimes we use it as a compliment. True. But more times than not, we use the word they to hide or disguise or protect something or somebody. And the biggest question of it all is, are you they? Is they you? So probably what's going to happen, I'm going to get some messages, some inboxes, and some text messages from some friends, and they're going to say, yeah, I was talking to some people, and they was listening to your live, and they felt like this. And I'm going to say, oh, okay. All right. Well, who is they? That's where I get you. You don't want to expose who they is, do you? So I tell you what, I'm going to be they right now. Okay. I'm going to be they right now. Consider me as they. I'm going to say that each one of you are special in your own right. Each one of you is not perfect. Each one of you have flaws, and each one of you have made numerous mistakes. Each one of you has thrown somebody under the bus somewhere along the way. Each one of you has done something that pissed somebody else off. Each one of you uh, has insulted somebody either directly or indirectly or even unintentionally. Each one of you have done something wrong, but each one of you have also done a lot of things right. Each one of you have put some joy in somebody's heart somewhere along the way. Each one of you have uh, set a good example for somebody. There's somebody out there that will speak highly of you just as much, but probably more than somebody that will throw you under the bus. And all of these people are they, including they who is listening to me right now. So the next time somebody come to you and say, well, hey, this is what they said, they that. No, maybe you don't have to get so deep about it. Maybe not. But pay close attention the best you can to what they're saying, because a lot of times if it's something that has some negative energy to it, and they're saying that they're putting it on they, I'm just saying they might actually be them, as in that person, that uh, message deliverer. I'll put it like that. The person delivering the message to you. Because sometimes when people come to me and they say stuff, well, Barry, they said this, or Barry, this is what they think about you, and this is what they feel, and this is what I believe they're gonna do, and this, that, and other. Man, I ain't until they do it, until I know who they are. What can I do but continue to be the best me that I can be? One day, maybe I'll do a skit about that, and we'll have a few people playing out. Each one of them will be they, and I'll bring this thing a little more comically to full perspective for you. I want to thank those of you who are touching in with me right now. My boy Uncle Clean, comedian Aaron the comedian down in Marion County. I know we'll be talking on the phone. We talk regular. Good to see you, man. Miss Wilkes, Teresa, I missed you the last couple of mornings, but I probably get you the next morning or two or three. No, you're in the evening, and Fleury is in the morning. Teresa Robinson, she has a ministry, and she says and plays some really good music, and she has a good message in her ministry, and she goes live, and y'all need to check her out, because sometimes when I'm put it like this, well, they have a good ministry, and sometimes when they wake up in the morning or certain points in the evening, and they going through some stuff that they're not talking about, but it's kind of something that's going on inside of them, and they don't want to really put their hand on it themselves. Sometimes you can hear somebody else say something that can just touch that spot and make all the difference. So y'all check out Teresa Robinson and her husband Fleury Robinson, because they have some good messages along with some good music. I'm trying to condense my lives down to about 15 minutes, and I don't know how long I've been now, but I'm trying not to do 30 minutes like I do And but again, I want to thank everybody that is enjoying Angel Rain, my new song and video, and sharing it with other people, and and those of you who are leaving all of those wonderful comments. You know, some of you have listened to the song and you haven't left a comment, and you won't hit that like button, probably because you're not thinking about it. And after you finish enjoying the song so much, you just don't be thinking about it. But I'm just trying to remind you, hit that like button, especially on the YouTube video, and leave me a comment. Just tell me what you think about the song, okay? Um, Sheeta Player, the movie is around the corner. We're going into production soon. If you are a talented person behind the camera and you're interested in being a DP, hit me up. Even an assistant DP, hit me up. Um, I'm going to be casting for some extras and even for some main roles. And so if you're that talented actor, hit me up. Just remember that this is comedy. You have to be able to do comedy. Okay? People have to be laughing with this. We're not doing that deep stuff with this. This is just comedy, but with a very good message, but comedy. So, and we're going to be bringing in some people that work behind the scene, like set designers and that type of thing, and people that's good with that maybe want to do hair and makeup and wardrobe and stuff like that for the actors. Hit me up, get some film credits. If you know my work, you know my work is on the one. You know it's not sloppy. It's on the one. So anyway, thank you for tuning in. And when they tell you whatever they're gonna tell you the next time, you tell them that they need to watch me. Call me they if you want to. Every Monday, somewhere around this time, give or take an hour or two, with conversations with the masterful raconteur, Florida's own Barry S. McLeod. Truly the right kind of different. Now, they all y'all days, y'all gonna do what y'all gonna do for the rest of the evening. We'll talk to you later. Good night. Thank you. Appreciate it. Much love.